The Prince by Machiavelli. Chapter 22. On a Prince's Private Counselors. Choosing his ministers is a matter of no small importance to a prince, since they will be good or bad, depending on his judgment. The first notion one gets of a prince's intelligence comes from the men around him. When they are able and loyal, you may be sure he is wise, because he knew enough to recognize their ability and command their loyalty. When they are otherwise, you can always form a poor opinion of the prince, because he made an error in his very first choice. Nobody who knew the Messer Antonio di Fanefro was a minister of Pandolfo Pedrucci, Prince of Siena, could fail to consider Pandolfo a thoroughly worthy man. Since he had this sort of minister, there are, in fact, three sorts of brains. One understands on its own. Another understands what other tells it, and the third understands neither itself nor other people. The first sort is superb, the second sort very good, the third sort useless. Thus it necessarily followed that a Pandolfo was not of the first sort. He must have been of the second, since a man who has wit enough to distinguish good words and deeds from bad ones, even if he could not invent the good himself, can tell his ministers' good ideas from his bad ones, encourage the former, and correct the latter. The minister cannot hope to deceive such a master, and so continues to serve well. There is one way for a prince to judge of a minister that never fails. When you notice that your minister is thinking more of himself than of you, and that everything he does serves his own interest, a man like this will never make a good minister. You cannot possibly trust him. The man who holds a prince's kingdom in his hand should think, not of himself, but of the prince. He should not even be aware of anything but his master's business. And on the other hand, the prince who wants to keep his minister obedient should think of his welfare, honor him, enrich him, load him with distinctions and offices. Thus the minister will not be able to stand without the prince. The many honors will keep him from looking elsewhere for more honor. The many riches will keep him from thinking of more riches, and the many offices will give him reason to fear changes. When the prince and his minister stand on these terms, they can have complete confidence in one another. When things are otherwise, they always turn out badly, either for one or the other.